Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1 Phathead Cande Roth. We're looking at an okay day for September 24th here, 2024. We'll have close to 70, maybe just in the upper 60s in some spots. Mix of sun and clouds, a little breezy, but should be dry today, and we do appreciate that. Now, we've gone through a lot of things already in the show.
We did.
But a couple things that just popped in my mind. You have not mentioned your dog Tilly in quite some time.
Well, I guess I've been so busy talking about Maeve's second birthday party and baby boom. Tilly's great. She's laying right here next to me. She's my shadow. We do everything together. I love her. She's my girl. But her daddy, Brian, he has spoiled this dog. I mean, he takes her everywhere.
Aww.
Everywhere.
Aw, Tilly likes going out.
She loves to be in the car. Never, ever complains. It makes her whole day. And he has spoiled her to the point where he barely leave her in this house. I would. Goodbye. Like Saturday was the party. She was staying home. I'm that kind of mother. And he brought her, which was a little bit too bad for him because he had to watch her and she couldn't attend the party. And so, yeah. That's where we are. She's becoming quite spoiled, and she has her dad wrapped around her paws, if you will.
All right, let me take this in a couple of sections. I too would not bring a dog out to a party where I wanted to enjoy and relax, but Tilly would have been perfect for a 2-year-old birthday party.
Yes, but Maeve is allergic now to dog saliva and has broken out in hives twice. So until we get to the bottom of that, or until she outgrows that, it wasn't possible. I would have.
Now,
She loves Tilly.
Maeve.
We have to wait.
I mean, Tilly seems like my dog's like a hypoallergenic dog.
She is, but apparently it's got nothing to do with the hypoallergenic thing. It's saliva.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Which I had never heard of, but it is a thing. And then my friend Ellen was telling me, it's really what the dogs are eating that affects the saliva, that affects the allergic reaction. So we'll get to the bottom of it, but one day, because they both, I mean, Tilly would love Maeve, and Maeve, she was going to me, doggy. I said, well, you'll meet the doggy soon.
Yeah, look, my dogs, they love to relax in the crate and go to sleep. And if I'm going out to enjoy myself at a function or something, or go on vacation, it is not a vacation having to watch my dogs, Cande.
That's why it's been so hard to go away, because I'm going to Florida without them at the end of October. I mean, I got to get out of here, honey.
I understand.
Yeah, so one parent is overindulgent, if you will.
Next thing on my list. I'm not calling you old, but I did hear through the grapevine that you ordered bifocals the other day. Is that right?
I feel like crying. It was yesterday.
Okay.
I had my yearly exam with the eye doctor. My eyes, look, I can't see far, I can't see near. I know it's been a problem for me. I was in the grocery store the other day. I'm like, I can't see.
All right.
Like, you ever see people that are over, like, right on top of the item that's me.
Sure.
So anyway, I ordered them. I got the best you could buy per your mother and father. Mm-hmm. They had given me a big recommendation for the kind that your father wear. And, over $400 later, they'll be ready in 2 weeks.
All right, hey, at least you be able to see the way you need to see.
I take it this way. I get my eyes examined once a year. I want my eyes, I want my eyesight, and I want to see.
That's
so
correct.
If I have to lay out the money like you would for any other thing that you have, I'm going to do it. So they're coming, and I got them with really no frames. They have frames, but very thin ones, because I wanted you to see my face, Phathead. I don't want my face covered up by glasses.
I wear contacts, but obviously when I'm in the house, I'll put my glasses on, and I'm at the point where, like, if I'm looking at something on my phone, sometimes I have to tip my glasses down on my nose and look through that way.
Believe me, you're next.
I have an astigmatism. Does that count? Is that like a bifocal situation?
Brian has that too. It's not really, but it's something they pay attention to.
All right. We have a few things to get to here. And before we get to national days and good news stories, let me tell you why you should be careful when you do CrossFit, okay?
Okay.
25-year-old woman in South Carolina. She's 25. She's fit. She does this.
25.
Jessica Johnson. She does CrossFit. She's not a newbie to this, right? And she decided to do something last month called the Murph Challenge. That is, here's what it works. You run a mile, then you do 300 squats, then you do 200 push-ups, and then you do 100 pull-ups,
Whoa.
then you run another mile. Okay? Now,
It doesn't sound healthy. I'm sorry.
well, allegedly she's in good shape, but you're right. That seems like a bit much on your muscles.
Yes.
She went so hard, her biceps basically exploded.
Oh, my goodness.
So here's what happened. The next day, her arms were so sore and swollen, she couldn't straighten them. She, a few days later, lost feeling in her hands.
Wow.
She goes to the ER, and they said she has something called rhabdo. That's RHABDO. It's short for rhabdomyolysis.
Wow.
It's when the muscle fibers are so damaged, the cells die, and the toxins get in your blood and could kill you.
Oh, my. I am sitting down today, honey.
So, an early symptom is dark urine, and she had that.
Oh.
And luckily, she's going to be okay. Here's what the doctors did. Now, I caution you, close your ears if you're squeamish. The doctors cut her arms open to reduce the swelling.
Of course.
They were able to save her kidneys by doing that. And she's going to recover. Is that...
Now, it was just too much exertion that caused this.
Yeah, it was the muscle, the exertion on the muscle, and I guess lack of oxygen. You know, once they became so
Oh, my goodness.
swollen and sore, I guess the oxygen wasn't getting to it, and yeah, all that. And
Wow, wow. And, our barbecue Tom blew out his bicep last year, and that wasn't fun for him either.
he did, and it was hard for us to hug, and that really hurt me
Yeah,
a lot.
I know it did. It's all about you, and I felt so bad for you.
No, listen, I know he was in pain, and he was the
Yeah.
one that dealt with it. But when he was only able to hug me with one arm, we were not complete, Cande. It took time.
I understand. Well, I'm glad she's going to be all right. That's very scary.
Yeah.
You'd never catch. I would run a mile and then I'd have to lay down, and that's all there is to it.
I'd run
a
a-
mile is more my speed thing.
Run a half mile and have to lay down. Right.
Exactly.
Cande, it's National Cherries Jubilee Day today.
It sounds so festive.
Is that the one? What's the one they light on fire?
I think that's Cherry's Jubilee. I've
Is
never
it?
had it, but I think that's the one that goes on fire.
They add liqueur and stuff, and don't they like? Yeah.
Well, if
Anyway,
you want to come to my table and prepare that, that's fine.
I'm good. And last one, I only have two for you today, but this one, I'm a stickler. It's National Punctuation Day today.
Oh, not today. No, no. All right. I'll try. Every time I text you, I say, oh, I hope I did everything right. Because you'll get on it.
You text me, you better have your commas and your periods and your question marks and all in the proper
It's
place.
a little stressful.
Yeah. Then don't text me. What can I tell you? Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Cande, a fifth grade teacher in Paw Paw, Michigan, is in the news after posting a video about why he eats lunch with his students every day, and he thinks connecting with them is a great first step in teaching, and everything else follows after that.
I think it's brilliant. And, I did a lot of lunchroom duty back in the day, and you see a lot that you would normally not see in the classroom. You can see kids that might have a problem or two that you can't recognize. I think it's phenomenal. I think all teachers should do it, but they're not gonna.
Yeah, you see kids in their own element. You kind of see how...
You can see
Yeah.
who's who, what's what, who's getting picked on, who eats alone. There's a lot to take in and a lot to learn. I did it for a long time, so kudos to him.
Oh, it's kudos to you. I like that a lot.
Well, my children, if anybody was going to bully them, they were going to have to be bullied by me.
That's right. In return, I understand. Rescuers in northern Canada found a 6-year-old girl with autism who was missing for 3 days.
So scary. There's a video I saw this morning of it on Instagram. It's so scary.
The mom overcome with emotion, carrying her out of the woods. A ton of volunteers pitched in to find her. You can hear a bunch of them cheering. I have not seen the video, but I'm crying already.
Yeah,
I can't even imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And a runner from North Carolina, Tara Dower, just broke a world record by hiking the entire Appalachian Trail in 40 days, 18 hours, and 5 minutes.
Wow. And she's okay? All her muscles are still okay?
She's okay. It's an average of 54 miles a day.
Whoa.
A guy from Belgium held the record. She beat him by about 13 hours. She also raised money for a group called Girls on the Run, and over $20,000 was raised, and yeah, doing great work. Very nice.
Wow, and wow.
That does it for us. We're out,
Well,
Candy.
I have to say, today we had a jam-packed show, for sure. We covered a lot of ground.
If you missed anything earlier, all the recap will be up after 12 o'clock at licountry.com. The gift I sent Candy, you want to hear about, that is discussed. We go through a lot of different things, couple things with my kids.
What are you doing today, Phathead?
What do you mean?
What did I tell you?
Oh, please. I have to go try to find this movie that Candy's... I don't want to say the title. You've said the title way too much.
Baby Boom.
I'm going to go see if I can find that and find some time.
No, you better.
To watch
If I
that.
hear about one Netflix ridiculous show that you watched tomorrow, forget it.
All right. I know I reviewed this yesterday.
Oh, boy.
But Heels is so good. You have to watch Heels, and you don't have to be into wrestling per se. There's relationship drama. It's touching. It's a touching show. Heels, Netflix. Check it out. Okay? All right. I'm here till 10. Jim O'Brien, Murph Dog, Jay Letterman will follow us. Let's hit the roads. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Candy in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.